I have a new abbreviated strategy for the July sale at PDX Estate Marketplace. Make a beeline for only 2 priority items and then just browse around, taking my time, enjoying the sights, no pressure. I'll find what I find, right? First thing through the door was a book on the painter Milton Avery. I've wanted one on his work for a while, so when I glimpsed it in one of the listing photos, I thought now was my chance. I grabbed that right away and went in search of the second item. I wasn't quite sure which table they'd be displayed at, but I found them fairly quickly. It was this set of bookends that I recognized in a blurry photo, but I knew what they were. They're very similar to the ones I saw at Unger's and have admired elsewhere. I was so excited that there was a set available at the monthly sale and again had the chance to get them. For $28, it was a great price and worth waiting for. With those 2 items secured, I could just wander without an agenda for the rest of the time I was shopping, which was actually super nice. There were, of course, several items from the listing photos that I was interested in, but I was not hunting them down. I am so not used to that I wasn't sure where to start. Not having a long list of items to check out was disorienting, but now I think that's the way to do it. Have a couple of things in mind to start with, and then just leisurely browse and see what jumps out at me. Although, as you'll see later on in the video, even when that does happen, I let something slip away from me, figuratively and literally. I loved this credenza and it was a great price, but I was hoping for more shelf space without the interior drawers. I also saw the set of chairs I was in love with last month. They were marked down even further to an incredible $125 each. My partner was not as enthusiastic about them, so I passed on them again. I loved the colors in this rug, a pretty purple shade and black or a dark navy blue. I haven't seen this color combo very often. Of course, I can't resist mini chests of drawers. I was thinking that if I walked by this later and it was still there, I'd get it. A couple of more credenza options, but if I recall, the first was priced a bit higher than what I want to spend, and I didn't like the design of the other one. This is one of the rugs I wanted to see. I'm on the hunt for blue-hued ones for our bedroom. Also, I'm not really a fan of the large, tasseled, fringy ends. Is that just me? Too cream. This was the other one. That's huge. I was surprised this recipe box, although adorable, was priced at $95. I should have checked if there was an artist signature or a brand label on the bottom, but I didn't. If you recognize it, please leave a comment. I'd be interested to know about it. Another furniture piece I was curious about, this metal kitchen table. How fun is this? I love it with the multicolored chairs. This green needlepoint bench was cute, but I decided not to get it since I had just bought a similar one in pink. This was a gorgeous rug and it was marked $25. What a great deal. But also, it had very long fringe and I already have a similar pinkish red rug. And here's another light blue green rug I was interested in. In person, I didn't like the pattern as much, and I forgot to look at the price. I cannot believe I missed not one, but 4 snowball candle holders right there. Make it make sense. This mini vase and jug were so adorable and are great neutral pieces. I loved both of these paintings and the inscription on the back. I carried around the smaller one for most of my visit. Ultimately, I ended up putting it back because we are in transition of rearranging artwork and have a bunch to hang up that have been sitting around for a few years. I think since then our styles and tastes have changed a little, so I don't want to keep bringing more home yet. And here is the moment, my chance encounter with the rug of my dreams, although I didn't quite know it at the time. This is pretty. $195. Uh-oh, it's falling, it's falling. Stay. And then I just kind of walked away and looked at a bunch of other stuff. Part of it was I thought it would be a nuisance to find a spot to unroll it, and the other part was the doubtful side that it wasn't a good choice. But that night, when I was looking at the video footage, I paused and stared at this rug. I wondered why I was so quick to let it go. I mean, I did catch it from falling, but then I let it get away from me. When the company posted an end of the day image, I didn't see the rug in the photo and was sad to think I missed such a great one. Now that I really looked at it, the blue color was so vibrant and it seemed perfect. Just the right size I was looking for, and the colors, again, were so great. Cut to the August sale preview photos, and what do I spy in a photo? The rug. You bet this is going to be my #1 priority for the next sale. I could hardly stand the anticipation, and I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat, wondering if I was able to score this rug. Stay tuned for the upcoming video of the August PDX Estate Marketplace sale. Anyway, this mini wood chest of drawers was stunning. I loved it. An array of small blue rugs, but none seemed to be the right style or the right shades of blue. Time to sort through my options. I end up putting back one book and the framed art. Buy chairs, probably for the last time this time. Someone lucky is going to swoop in and take these home at that price. And here I am weaving my way to the end of the checkout line, which was incredibly long this month. It took about 45 minutes to actually check out, but it felt a lot faster than that. Oh, and while I was in line, I made it to the art table and saw the chest of drawers was still there, so it came home with me too. A small haul, but I'm happy with what I found. But wait, there's more. An estate sale was going on just a few minutes away, so of course I had to stop by. At this sale, there were 2 rugs I was hoping to see, but I figured it was late in the day and they would be long gone, especially the gorgeous Chinese Art Deco rug that was in the dining room. I took my time going through the office room. Right when I walked in, I spotted this coral-colored tape dispenser. Such a fun color. And then I saw this old film camera. I've been lamenting that I gave away my old one that served me so well in middle school and high school. I was always taking my camera everywhere and wanting to document everything. This was $6, very similar to the one I had, although I think my original one was Pentax. But I thought the price was great and I can't wait to test it out. I wandered into the next bedroom. This rug was beautiful, but it didn't have a price on it. There were also some nice Killam pillows too. Then I walked into the primary bedroom, and what do I see? The smaller rug I was interested in. I was stunned. I was also hesitant. Why was it still there? What was wrong with it that no one else had picked it up? Those aren't really the right questions to ask yourself when you're secondhand shopping, but it's just the insecure thrifter in me that hesitates. Pushing past that, I was almost sure that it was vintage, that it wasn't synthetic, but I'm also still new to buying rugs, so I examined it for a good few minutes. Ultimately, I decided that the price was decent. I absolutely loved the colors and the overall design, and I was going to get it. The large Chinese Art Deco rug was still there. Isn't it amazing? This was so gorgeous and lush and in excellent condition from what I could see. I've been wishlisting this style for so long, ever since I first learned about them. There are many beautiful ones to admire online. I've only seen maybe one other at an estate sale. They are hard to find, very popular, and usually quite expensive. So I knew this one would be snapped up fast. And it was. It was the first thing sold that morning. I was at least trying to see what the price was, but the tag was already removed. So mesmerized by the rug, I barely glanced at this credenza or the lamps, all of which I would have been interested in, and maybe even have placed a bid on the credenza. I should have snapped out of my rug envy fog, but it was also very hot in the house, I was getting a bit fatigued, and I needed to head out soon to meet a friend at the Rose City Vintage Market. Yes, that's right. It was a full day of vintage and secondhand shopping. Stay tuned for the Vintage Market video coming out next week.